Yo, Happy New Year, Pisces the Fish. 2025 insights and predictions for the Pisces Rising and Pisces Sun. Are you ready for some new changes in your relationships, your home, and even with your health and business partnerships? Let's talk about it, Pisces. Pew! Happy New Year! What's up, everybody? New Year's Eve. I'm getting it all finished. This is Pisces 2025 Insights and Predictions for Pisces Rising. That was my mama. And Pisces Sun. That's wifey. I know the Pisces energy well. My younger cousin, who's more like a sister, is a Pisces. I know Pisces like the back of my hand. And my mom was the Pisces rising and moon. So I got you covered. First you look at the rising, then the sun, and maybe un poquito the moon. So what's going on with you this year? Oh my goodness, what isn't going on? Well, listen, we got to start off with Pluto in Aquarius, right? In your 12th house. So you know you're dealing with that opposition from today, the 31st, to about the 3rd of Mars retrograde in your 6th house, also trining Aries in the 2nd house, the North Node. So we've got to make sure that we're avoiding any arguments and conflicts if you got to work New Year's Day or the 2nd. But when it comes to your health, you know, your heart, your back, don't drink too much tonight for New Year's. Be easy. But, you know, there can be some things with the Pluto, Aquarius, Mars, Leo axis, 6th and 12th house, between your physical health and your spiritual health. Think about parasite cleansing, fasting, eating with the circadian rhythms of the sun. Your dreams are going to be lit up, Pisces. That Aquarius 12th house with Pluto there, Ceres and Venus, you could be dreaming about new love, right? I'm looking for a new love, international love. But watch with Venus, it's going to leave soon. But don't overspend for like a New Year's party or New Year's Day. Just get your black eyed peas and collard greens. And if you don't know about it, you better get up on that, right? That's not just for the kinfolk and the skin folk, right? That's for my European brothers and sisters too, right? The greens is money, the black eyed peas, right? Prosperity, all that stuff. So you want to get that. And, right off the bat, you're still dealing with the Aries North Node till January 11th in your 2nd house. And there'll be one final eclipse there, right? And we did have a preview of the eclipses of Virgo Pisces back in September. So this is finishing up an 18th month cycle. And the Aries North Node is sort of bringing some karmic endings, like the universal 9 year of 2025, also the year of the snake. This is really saying goodbye to the old version of yourself, the old ways, the Piscean age, and now walking into Pluto and Aquarius in the age of Aquarius. So that Aries North Node, that's where you can initiate some things with your 5 senses, your values, your speech, and how you earn money until January 11th. It's at 0 degrees, so it's extremely powerful and explosive, and take advantage of that as it leaves. But then, January 11th, the North Node in your 1st house of self. The 1st house, the rising sign ascendant, I am a Western tropical astrologer that uses the whole sign system. No hating on other astrologers or Placidus or, Vedic sidereal. But the whole sign system helps you to break down annual perfections and different timing techniques. So Pisces, remember, you got Saturn and Neptune there, right? They will leave for a little bit this year and then come back towards the end of the year. Around end of May, early June, and then Saturn, Neptune will dance into Aries probably till like the end of October, November-ish stuff. So when the North Node is coming to your ascendant and the South Node in the 7th house of Virgo, there's this balance beam, this teeter-totter, right? Spiritual compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy for yourself, being more imaginative, watch the rose-colored glasses and illusion and the fog and confusion. But you're going to be focusing on the self-love and how you're treating yourself. And in the Virgo South Node, you could go back and forth for this 18th month. This is going to be till July of 2026. the Virgo South Node, if your business partnerships, relationships, or marriages, your contracts and negotiations, even your life in the kitchen, if it is not bringing you service, peace, humanity, health, teaching you to stop being so critical of your partners, nitpicking, right? Using the analytical, logical mind to be of service to others, then you're going to have to separate from the business partnerships and the marriages and stuff like that. The South Node wants things to be spiritual. It's K2, right? It cuts, separates, and divides. So if that person or that partner or the job or the contract is not spiritually aligned with you, right? Remember the humans, right? Aquarius, Virgo, and Gemini. If it's not humane, it's not about service to humanity, it's not elevating things, then it will dissipate. You'll have to cut it, separate it, and say goodbye. So there's a lot going on. We got the 3 Mercury retrogrades. We got a Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde, this will coincide with the Mercury, North Node, and Neptune in your first house. Dancing from your second. Venus retrograde is March 1st, I believe, to April 11th. So you're going to see that second first house relationship. Same with the Mercury. I believe it's March 14th to April 7th. Maybe it's March 17th to April 11th. So you're going to experience that, and you'll find there's going to be a powerful conjunction right off the bat, January 11th, with the North Node and Neptune. So it is going to be magical, dreaming a new dream, sort of like morphing and shape-shifting to a new version of yourself. Spiritual discipline still in the docket for you Pisces risings. That's going to be the key, the gold standard for you. But this is healthy boundaries, and this is some karmic fated energy for you to express yourself spiritually, your creativity, your imagination, to be authentically who you are. You know, Pisces, you got to get more grounded down here on the earth, and the South Node and Virgo will help you with that. But also you have to honor your spiritual gifts. You are a shapeshifter. You can morph. You are like magical pixie dust, men and women. But you have to not always look through the rose-colored glasses. You have to have spiritual discernment to see others clearly. One thing that's very challenging with my Pisces rising clients, and I've seen it in multiple lives of people, when you have the Pisces risings, you can be extremely idealistic and unrealistic. And you see the best version of another person. That doesn't mean that they ever want to achieve that or they're even trying to be good. So just remember that, because you got a big heart and you can, you can really, and pretty soon, right, Venus will be leaving Aquarius and going into Pisces early January, right? It's already wrapping up as we start the year. So you are also experiencing that Mars leaving and going into Cancer in your 5th house until April 2026, right? It goes in on the 3rd, I think, at late night, and then you're going to have it there to April. So what does this mean? You could be very emotionally protective and get into some emotional fights in your high school, college classmates, your teachers, also with your children, okay? Just be mindful. It could be a time for sports, but you're going to be overly protective, like too much, especially that first child. But Mars in Cancer is like giving, the analogy, giving a mother a machete or machine gun in the kitchen. She doesn't need that. But this could bring some sexual energy for you ladies or, same-sex couple. You're going to be like that Mars there. You're going to be on the hunt. It's dating, romance, fun, sex, the 5th house. Speculative gains, political discussion. Watch the arguments, especially around Inauguration Day if we get there. And as I'm recording this New Year's Eve, we've been dealing with this fog, America, England, Canada, all over where these drones were. People are saying it's been affecting their breathing, and who knows what they're spraying. We've already got cases of this bird flu, HN1 or whatever the foolishness is, in I think California, Louisiana, and Texas, and then also affecting geese and ducks and birds in multiple states. Be mindful, be careful. Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node is all about your health. I feel like a broken record. But I've been telling you, 2025, you got to be maniacal, intentional about your health game. Um, but also agape, Christ-like love. Book of Ephesians, compassion, empathy, grace, and mercy for yourself first, then to your children, your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, good friends, whatever. But we got to pour into ourselves, okay? And after Mars bounces out of your fifth house of Cancer, Jupiter is leaving Gemini. It's there to the end of May. And then Jupiter goes in for a year into your fifth house. You can literally, Pisces risings, get pregnant. Jupiter in the fifth house is the indicator of pregnancy. You can have great relationships and abundance with your children. They can graduate, travel. You can win the lotto. You can find a new love, a new relationship. This is where the speculative gains, starting your own business, poetry, art, dance, acting, film, photography, documentaries. You can literally start, Etsy, Shopify, eBay. Jupiter, now I don't promote gambling, but, fantasy sports. Maybe you're like, I'm going to start a fantasy baseball league this year or football, basketball with some money and win. I didn't do too good this year. I made the playoffs in one out of my 3 money leagues. I did not do well. Maybe mom will help me next year, coming up. So, but seriously, this is where you can share your wisdom, beliefs, and philosophies and be very protective of your friends and even your romantic partner and kids in terms of being the divine wisdom and knowledge and the teacher. Jupiter is exalted in Cancer because that's our first teacher, the mother. All right. Well, what else is going on? As Jupiter goes into Cancer, on the 7-7 portal, Uranus will be leaving Taurus in your third house. So maybe you'll stop getting into little tickets and car accidents in your third house and change how you're dancing on the internet. Uranus going into your seventh house on the 7-7 portal for really the rest of the year will retrograde back. I believe January, the retrograde ends February, but it won't go permanently. This is a sneak preview. This is the sneak preview year 25, getting you ready for 2026 when Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus are permanently in Aries and Gemini. So this sneak preview of Uranus in your fourth house of your home, emotional mind, your mother's lineage, your childhood home, your middle school kids, your adult, also vehicles, emotional mind, hometown, homeland. Uranus in Gemini is going to increase your technology. You're going to get a lot of downloads. You may communicate with an alien in your home. I mean, you're going to be super, super tapped in spiritually. And so this is a great time for writing, journaling, starting your own business at home, taking advantage of technology, maybe getting crystals in a sound bowl. Pluto in your 12th house, this is where you want to get into the alpha, beta, theta, gamma, delta, all the different mind states, exploring. Dream book, reach out to me. My Astro Life Transformational Program is on sale till midnight tonight, West Coast, for $1,750. It will go back up tomorrow to $2,000. But this is a 5-month program, and this is like really teaching you how to live and exist in the flow of your natal birth chart and become a master, become a Jedi, see the planets slow down and how you can integrate them into your life. It's really powerful. And then, after we're done with the 7 weeks, we break down 3 houses at a time after the chart reading and after we meet for, an hour session for goal setting. I've got some clients already signed up. This is a great program, but I don't leave you stranded. We, check in once a month for 3 months after we're done with the 7 weeks. So that's why I say it's a 5-month program, teaching you how to reprogram the subconscious mind. You're getting MP3s, positive affirmations, healing your inner child, meditations, a dream kit with a dream book, a wooden pencil to help you activate the subconscious mind. We got to be more present and conscious in the now. Takao, Method Man, Common, Erica Badu, Latifa, Alana, all Pisces. My boy Smokey, Pisces. R.I.P. my boy Mark, Pisces. So, yeah, and my cousin. So, you know what I mean? This is your time. It's going to be a good year. There will be a balance of I versus we, but it's all about the health. So when you put health first for yourself and your partner, it's going to be really a good year. Okay. We're going to get to the chart real quick, but we're also dealing with, these Mercury retrogrades from Aries to Pisces. July to August, we're dealing in the Leo, right? In your sixth house of health, daily routine, coworkers, bosses. So some things can come up, over the summer around work. Issues about you taking time off with vacations, arguments, debt, divorce, conflicts, pets. Maybe you do procedures, help your pets out, or you adopt or get a new pet, or get a pet or a dog or cat that you said you wanted to get and never got, Pisces risings. But you're also going to be dealing with then the November 9th to the 29th, that third Mercury retrograde. And that's probably going to be mainly just in Sagittarius in your 10th house. So there's going to be some things going on with your career. But don't forget, with Saturn and Neptune, and it going into Aries in the second house, money can come in and out quick, fast, in a hurry. Don't worry, flavor of the vision ain't blurry. It can kind of like dissipate quickly or come in magically. Saturn is going to bring some restrictions. You may feel a period of a lack of self-worth, maybe a little stress and anxiety. You got to be not so impulsive. Slow down. Take it easy, greasy. Okay? And Saturn in Aries, you may, want to put some essential oils or lavender on the temples, head massage. Remember, the second house is the lower jaw, throat chakra. So it could limit your speech. But with discipline and having deep water faith and following your dreams, you can definitely, when you respond to your abilities of Saturn and Aries, and don't forget my Saturn return service for you guys going through that Saturn Pisces or Saturn Aries, reach out to me, Eric at BigEAstro.com. It should be on the website the first week of January, though, so you could book it there. But always, like Coffee Talks, January 10th, January 18th, Ellen DeGeneres, $13, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Eric at BigEAstro.com, Cash App, PayPal, Zelle. Or the January 18th, 2 hours, $22, Kendrick Lamar and Cat Williams, Off the Chain. Are you ready? This is going to be a big year. So Pisces, your birth chart sale begins February 19th, going to about March 20th. And I wish you the best, or really to March 19th. But I'm excited. Let's get to the chart and visually see how you starting off and stunting on them January 1. Happy New Year, Pisces 2025. Pew. All right, here's the chart, Pisces Risings. Happy New Year. And also for your sun signs. So remember, the moon, Aquarius, 12th house. So just tap into the fact you could be an Aquarius sun sign, Pisces Rising, Pisces suns. But, with the moon being in Aquarius, January 1st, 2nd, a little bit of the 3rd, so that means on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to have a Pisces moon weekend. I'll be back Friday with Astro Weather. And this is a good time for Pisces sun signs to do some intermittent fasting. No drug, no sex, no alcohol, no cursing. To reactivate your cells, there's a chrysalim Christed oil comes from the crown chakra down to the solar plexus and root chakra. When you do the intermittent fasting or juicing or just eating fruit or very light foods, no drugs, sex, alcohol, or cursing, you reactivate. It's like once a month, whenever the moon comes back to your natal sun sign placement, reactivate your body on a cellular level. Really good. If you've never done it, try it. And also you can book my moon tracking service and learn about the moon through all 12 signs and all 12 houses in your own personal natal birth chart. So you see how you're starting off, and we see the Venus is getting ready. I forgot the exact date, but it's early January. Venus is getting ready to jump in. Maybe the 3rd or the 4th, it's going to jump in on your onto your ascendant where it's exalted in Pisces. So it may actually be on January 3rd. So that's going to be really nice. But remember, it will retrograde. It's going to be in Pisces, but it will retrograde starting March 1st. So you're just going to have January and February, and then it will go from Aries back into Pisces. So that's going to be really a big, thing for you. So just be mindful of that when it could be making you change your look, your fashion, your hairstyle. Maybe, where you're really like, you know what, Eric's right. I do need more high vibrational clothing. The cotton, organic cotton, linen and wool. Linen and wool keep separate, right? Fasting, things like that. So, this is where we're tapping in. Dreams can be really powerful on the first, even New Year's Eve tonight. I'm not drinking, so hopefully you don't drink too much if you do partake, no shade, no judgment, but just be mindful and be safe and be careful, please. And like I said, you see with the nose, we're still going to be dealing with this Chiron in Aries. I don't think it goes into Taurus till 2026. So just so you guys know, Chiron happens to stay longer in its transit in Aries and Taurus than it does in the other signs. Don't know why. Got to research that. As soon as I find out, I will share it with you. The Uranus, like I said, will be leaving Taurus. But, you're starting off the year with Jupiter on your ascendant. There can be a lot of financial blessings through your mother. Your mom could even introduce you to a husband if you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s, never been married, right? But there can be a lot of blessing and abundance starting off the year to the end of May in your fourth house of home and your emotional mind. Maybe even doing something to tap into your family history and legacy, okay? Don't forget about this Mars, right? Retrograding from the sixth house, it's going to go into your fifth house. So that's going to be fascinating for you. I mean, clearly, we're starting off the year. We're dealing with the Orcus at 17 degrees in Taurus, Virgo. You definitely want to know about the truth about your partner and in the marketplace. Seventh house is also the kitchen. This Libra South node trining Pluto, and Lilith is still in Libra. So you're starting off the year where you are feeling harmonious and peaceful, Pisces, about exploring the esoteric and occult knowledge, tapping into, hey, you could still receive an inheritance up to January 11th. Other people's resources, your partner's resources, So you'll see in this final eclipse in your second house, late March, early April, this can bring a boost to your finances, your earnings, but it could change how you eat and how you speak as well. Remember, Aries energy is 0 to 7. It's the pioneer maverick, the childhood genius. All right. I really, I like this year for you, right? You're starting off, with the Capricorn sun in the 11th house. You can be about your business over the internet or with large groups and organizations, philanthropic work, environmental, nonprofits. The 11th house, houses 3, 6, 10, 11 always get better over time. So for your Pisces risings, that Capricorn sun is making you want to connect more with your social network in January. And right now we're in the Capricorn Taurus Deacon. So money's on your mind. Dollar bill, y'all. You hear me? And Mercury is out of the shadow period. It's starting off right at your 10th house. So, you can literally take the fuel and the boost. It's kind of past the trine, but it was, really it's still kind of close opposing the Jupiter, but it already passed that, but trining Chiron and Aries. So there can be some healing your inner wounds or issues you have with your father from childhood, quite literally. And, we got Juno, Scorpio, 9th house for, a little bit longer. You could just be like, hey, I'm ready for a trip. I'm going to do something early in January. Or I want to, read a book or publish a book. Or maybe like, I want to learn about astrology. As soon as BigEAstro releases his astrology workbook, I'm copping that. So thank you, Pisces and Pisces risings. This has been a great year. Over almost 2,600 new subscribers this year. It's been a blessing and a miracle. And I'll be back live Sunday, January 5th. And then on I think I may have a guest on the 6th. I'll find out. But definitely on the 8th, Debbie Solaris is coming back. And then Miss Veronica Clark will be coming. Either the 6th or maybe the 13th, we'll see. But, lots going on. And then Friday, January 10th, Astrological Coffee Talk with Eric, Ellen DeGeneres' chart. What's going on? Why she lead the country? Who is she? What's up with her and Anne Hayes, Twitch, Portia, all the stuff. So Pisces, Stay creative. Try to ground more. Capricorn Sun, spend time in nature, earthing and grounding. And you're going to have a wonderful 2025 Pisces insights and predictions. Eric Taylor, BigEAstro. Happy New Year, Pisces the fish. Fishy, fishy. All right, that was it. 2025 Pisces. Listen, Pluto in your 12th house, Venus and Ceres start off the year. Put the crystals under the pillow. For you Pisces risings, look for the Aquarius crystals. Amethyst is always good. Moldavite and whatever is good for obsidian, good for protection. But you want to look at your sun, moon risings, and whatever your 12th house is, and we're talking to Pisces risings, crystals that go good with Aquarius. All right, but I'm excited for you. It's going to be a magical year. Really focus on your health. Take advantage of Aries North Node of January 11th, maybe initiating, being the pioneer maverick, brave and courageous, initiating a new way to earn money. You want to definitely build your social network with the Capricorn Sun there. And, you're going to see a lot of transition around your first, your 12th, first, second, fourth, fifth, sixth house, seventh house. There's a lot going on for you this year. And I think you're going to find that your spiritual discipline, that's going to be your superpower. Having the healthy boundaries and pouring into your cup and your own self, the self-love. With the Pisces North Node, it is Rahu, the dragon's head. It's consuming. It is wanting you to focus on self, your I am energy. But really, the compassion and empathy, grace and mercy for yourself first, right? Self-love is going to be the key for you, Pisces, this year. Not always looking to fix and help and correct others. Focus on yourself. Learn from that Virgo. But remember, the sister sign tells you sometimes how you can behave. Sometimes you can be too much of the perfectionist. Sometimes you can be like things are too black and white, Pisces Sun and Rising. Sometimes there are shades of gray. So let that Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years help you see that a gray day can still be a great day and that everything is not one or the other, right? With the Pisces North Node and Virgo South Node, maybe you meet somewhere with Sagittarius and Gemini in the middle. And either way, you're still going to be adaptable and mutable, but you don't have to go to either extreme this year. And you're going to see Jupiter to late May, early June, and then 7-7 portal. Uranus is coming in for the rest of 2025. As a preview of 26 to 33, Uranus is definitely the spiritual awakener, and you are going to awaken a lot of people. Remember, when you're a Pisces rising and you're out and about, you come back home, you will need an energy bath. You're not going back out, put on your house clothes, wash your hands and your face, and just transmute out the energy, because you guys are very intuitive and psychic, but you also can be empathic, and you pull in and absorb other people's energies, all right? Quite literally. Hit me up, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Risings. Happy birthday. I love you guys. And I wish you a happy new year. Hope I see you at Coffee Talk January 10th and 18th. February is going to be great. The podcast, Coffee Talks, going to be really honoring Black History Month. And all my guests will be of African descent, one way or the other, in February. And Coffee Talk, I'm probably going to be doing like Huey P. Newton, Frederick Douglass, and somebody really interesting. I don't know, could be like Muhammad Ali, could be, legendary sport person, Bill Russell. But I was thinking about doing Harriet Tubman or Rosa Parks. So it's going to be a powerful month for you, and, the end of Pisces season and early Pisces season, February, and then March as well. But I am in gratitude to all 12 signs, and I'll try to be releasing something New Year's Day as just an entertaining thank you to you guys and all my podcast guests for the year. And, just really being in gratitude to all of them, because I've really interviewed a lot of amazing people who have poured into my business and my channel, and I am just in gratitude. I will be live on January 3rd, 7 p.m. Eastern on Ethereal Edge with Tara. Her podcast is amazing. I was just on there sharing my NDE. I'll be talking about the astrology of 2025 and a little beyond, and it's going to be a great show. So join us live, Ethereal Edge podcast on YouTube. Tara's the host, and she is awesome and amazing. I was just on Lloyd Strayhorn, but it may also air again January 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern, breaking down the astrology of 2025, this universal 9-year. So sign up for the newsletter. I'm going to try to get one out in January early. Eric at BigEAstrology.com. Capricorn birth chart sale, Eric at BigEAstrology.com. And I hope you've enjoyed and watched this Rising Sign, Sun Sign, Insights and Predictions series for 2025. Aries to Pisces, the head to the toes. All right, now you know. Happy New Year. Eric Taylor, Big Astrology. I'm ending it off with my New York Knicks, right? Dream a dream. Maybe we win a chip this year and I got to go back to New York for the parade, because I won't miss that. Shoot, last time they won, I was like 3. I don't remember that. But I've been in the Garden since a kid. So you know I got to talk a little sports with you. So Happy New Year. And thank you, Pisces. And hope you guys, Pisces Sun, Moon, and Risings, rock with me in 2025. And always subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment down below what you're looking forward to, and are you ready, Pisces, for 2025? Insights and predictions. Happy New Year, Pisces the fish. You are truly magical. Big E Astrology. Peace.